All right, and continuing on with my thoughts and rankings of the Best Picture nominees for 2025. At number 4, we have Dune Part 2, another Timothée Chalamet movie. And I gotta say, you guys, I enjoyed Part 1 quite a bit, so I was really interested to see what they were gonna do with Part 2 and how they were gonna wrap up the story. And I definitely was not expecting how things were gonna go so crazy in Part 2. I was really surprised by that. And yeah, overall, performances were great. It's a great sci-fi movie. And yeah, I really can't wait to see what the filmmakers have next for the Dune series. So yeah, really enjoyed Dune Part 2. That's why it is at number 4. And yes, I did in fact pick up a copy of it on Blu-ray. At number 3, we have Honora from Neon. This is the story about a young woman from Brooklyn who marries a rich oligarch, son of an oligarch, actually. And once the son's parents find out, they come to America to make sure that the marriage never happens. And when you look at this movie's posters and artwork, you think it's going to be another Poor Things. And for the first 30 minutes of this movie, it is basically like Poor Things. You know, a lot of R-rated stuff happens, but for a good chunk of the movie, it's a really funny story about a big misunderstanding, and you know, some crazy Russians get involved, and it's just a really fun time. And I'm really glad that this movie won Best Picture, because I really had a good time watching it. And yeah, can't wait for the Criterion Blu-ray release. I'm definitely going to pick this movie up once it releases. For me, I had to put Nickel Boys at number 2 because I really enjoyed this movie. I know the first-person perspective is going to throw a lot of people off, and it kind of threw me off at the beginning, but once I got used to it, I really was, you know, invested in the story, and I really think that the friendship between the two main actors is very palpable, and I really enjoyed it. And I think this is kind of an underrated one at the Oscars. I'm sad that it didn't win any awards for anything, but I thought it was really good. I am definitely going to pick it up on Blu-ray once that drops, and I can't wait to watch it again. I just really enjoyed it. So that's Nickel Boys at number 2. And at number 1, I had to put The Substance on there, you guys. This is very unique, very stylish body horror. I'm not usually a fan of body horror movies, but this one was definitely interesting, and it's got such a interesting style, and it's just got this whole atmosphere. It's just really good. And if you're into trippy movies, I definitely recommend The Substance. You know, the performances are great, the direction is great. It's just really good. Definitely give it a watch if you haven't. And yes, of course, I picked it up on Blu-ray.